During my previous lessons, previous capsules, I tried to give you some idea on the mall operations. I also gave you some idea about the staff in a mall. But today we shall cover the duties of a floor executive. Duties of a floor executives are very important. Very important because he is the last point of contact of the efforts of manufacturers, efforts of retailer, effort of the mall owners, and depending upon will be the results. And he is expected to deliver results. What are the results he is expected to deliver? He is expected to keep the customer happy. He is expected to sell to the customer. He is expected to handle his objections. He is intended to uh, ensure that the payments are done. There are no frauds. So these things. So that is the expectations out of a floor executive, and he also has to fulfill the efforts of the marketing, manufacturing, promotions, and the store owners. So that, in short, is the importance of the floor executives. Now, what should be the duties of floor executives? Duties of floor executives are sales assistants, store management, customer handling, owners' expectations, and personal upgrades. Provide sales assistance to customer, make him feel that he is very essential, provide him information, talk to him, provide him with various inputs to buy an item. Then after the sale, help him to come to a purchase decision and buy the goods from your particular outlet. After sales assistance, you are expected to check up on the management of the store items. The store items which are now like all over, you are expected to put them back. You are expected to see that again the goods or the shelves are neat and clean. The shelves are, have no dirt or no signs of confusion. Then order or advise the superior on the sales or the replacement, or how many goods are left for the next days, next week, and how much do you think will be the requirements of the more equipment. Then help in customers handling, customers objection handling, customers handling of various items, whether it is exchange, whether it is a return, whether it is dispatch of the customer's item, whether it is filling of a form for a warranty, or whether it is help in getting the financial package for the sales. So that forms part of the customer's handling. What are the owner's expectations? Owner expectations is higher footfall, higher realization of revenue, less of debt stock, less of depreciations, and a happy and satisfied customer leaving the premises, who will again be, this is directly related to the retention of the customer. Then customers also expect you to do a personal upgrade. Personal upgrade in the sense your own appearance, your own communication, your own store's knowledge, they should be improved, because that is going to get you a future business. Next, we talk about sales assistance. Sales assistance means greeting a person, putting at ease by your tone and tenor, by your eyes expression, by your welcoming attitude, and then be willing to listen and create an empathy with the customer. How do you do it? Create empathy means if you look into his eyes, you look, smile, and you wish him or ask him some question not directly related to sales. This is going to be a little more inclined towards you. Then you listen to him, what he is saying. Try to find a solution to his problem. By solution to his problem, by providing information. Information on the products, information on the manufacturers, information on any trends of sales or discount sales likely to be good. Then provide demonstration of the goods, how the goods work. Because a good demonstration is any time better than a good sales talks. Then assist him with purchase decision. And once the purchase decision made, he is to go to point of sales to make a payment. He may be expecting roses along with the item which he is purchased. He may be wanting the items to be delivered somewhere. He may be wanting to fill in the after sales service guarantee. So it's up to you to provide these services to him. Then comes providing feedback. You are expected to provide feedback on the stocks which is left with you, on customers' buying behavior. What are the trends in customers' buying behavior? What kind of customers are coming to the stores? What is the change in the taste? What is the change of color preference? And what is the trend which you are observing in the customer's purchase? Because that feedback is very important, because that helps stores to devise a new strategy. So you should be part of a new strategy core of the employer. Then store management. Store management means stocking of shelf, store layout, stocking of shelf, pricing of items. The price list may have gone away, you need to reprice the thing. Fixing up of displays, the model which was wearing mannequin, which was wearing some clothes, they have got disrupted. That's called fixing up of display. Keeping the place neat and tidy. Then maintaining the stock levels which are expected, and inform superiors about the stock levels, and the goods required in a short while. Because nothing is, if you don't have stocks, what is the use of having a mall? So it is very essential that malls have a proper stocking systems. Then visual merchandising, you are also expected to ensure that the design visual merchandising is followed. In addition, any kind of irritating smell or odor needs to be removed by yourself or by the support staff which you have there. And how about the store's music, atmospheric, which is the music, which is the light, which is the ambience. So you are expected to advise and ensure that these are maintained up to a desired level. So after this, we will come to customer handling. Customer handling means post-purchase decisions. Post-purchase decision means that I will like it to be wrapped in certain manner. I will like it to be dispatched in so-and-so place. My payment pattern would be this. And then another thing, customer is handling complaints. The customers normally complain when they feel they have been shortchanged. Their expectations have not been met. So sometimes the expectations are realistic, sometimes the complaints are imaginary. So you have to decide on the spot how to go about it. If you are too much in favor of the employees, then you are likely to lose the customer. So you have to find a via media to keep both the customer and the salesperson in a reasonably good humor. Handling of objections. Handling of objection means what are the objections to the sale. So you are expected to handle those objections and expected to handle those with finesse. That can be done by providing very many more alternatives. Then customers retention. As a floor executive, it's your essential duty to ensure customer retention. So though there are some portions to be played by the organization itself, but your job is to keep the customers happy, whereas it is the owner's job to provide freebies, provide additional facilities, provide coupons, provided sales incentives. But as your part, you are expected to keep him happy by proper handling, proper complaint handling, and helping him as a friend, philosopher, and guide. I hope I have given you some idea about the expectations of a customer. Now, let's talk about the owner's expectations. Owner's expectation is to help in conversion rate. Conversion rate means footfall into the sales. Guide buyers to meet specific requirements. You should be able to advise the buyers to meet specific requirements that you can only do after you have heard them properly, you have heard them sympathetically, and you have been able to find a solution to their problems. Try and owners expect you to bring a long-term contract so that there is a repeat customer, and customer does not provide bad feedback about the organization to others. So keeping all these things, I am sure it gives you some idea about the role of the floor executives. Read the lesson again and become more confident and resolute in fulfilling everybody's expectations. Thank you. Good day.